So this exact time, 4 years ago, back in 2021, I had made like a small script and I had been talking about like renting a two-bedroom fully furnished apartment, having two cats that made me really happy, learning to drive because at the time I didn't know how to drive. And I made that entire script and I was like, I'm so grateful that Allah has granted me the blessing to be able to, and then I inserted everything, right? Between when I wrote it in April, by the time it was August, I had learned how to drive over the summer. And then I had rented that exact apartment that I've been talking about, albeit I did have a roommate, which is fine. And because the roommate ended up being super cool. My two cats, I ended up getting both cats. So April, I got that first cat, literally same month. Someone that I knew had a new litter of kittens, and then she gave me one of the kittens. And then the following year, a ragdoll kitten, and then I got her in February. So it's like, literally, if you can conceive of it as an idea, of course it's real. Like the things that I just named right now, 4 years off, they they're like like those are just simple things. Like to me they were so big at the time, but everything is so big when you don't have it. Everything is so large when you want it. And the reason why I did that, right, is we believe that Allah is exactly who you believe him to be. So in my mind, I was like, in what world will my prayers be answered if there's any doubt within me that that prayer won't be answered? And I struggled with that because at the time it was just sort of, I really wanted these things and I needed these things. And it was like, oh my God, like I'm a human being and I'm using my little human brain to try to conceptualize the idea of how are all these things going to happen to me if I don't have XYZ in place already. If I don't have all my ducks in a row, how are these things gonna happen? Who's gonna teach me how to drive? Like whatever. And it was like all of these things aligned exactly how they were supposed to. But the only way that I could conceptualize that was by kind of priming my brain to believe that these things could be possible for me. Showing gratitude to God that it already happened before it even did. So then the more I read that script, the more consistently I read that script, whenever I did pray, it was like supercharged. You know what I mean? Like almost immediately things started to happen because it's like I had this incredible, unshakable faith that it was going to be accepted. So it was like, it's falling on God's ears in a way that's like, this girl knows that like I have the power to create this for her. She's already grateful for it. Like she's convinced this is hers. Of course I'm going to give it to her. She believes me to be a generous God. So I'm going to be a generous God to her. So if you're struggling with like having faith or like doubt that things can happen for you, maybe create a little short script just talking about how grateful you are for it, and then just read it as frequently as often as you can and ignite those feelings of gratitude within yourself. And then what you're doing is you're you're kind of brainwashing yourself into believing in the possibility of these things being yours. Because if you can conceive it, you can have it. There's absolutely no reason why you can't.